Would you be surprised to know that I struggled with my technique even after winning my job with the Calgary Phil? I had tons of repertoire to learn and my fingers just couldn't keep up. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly how I fixed my finger technique in just 4 easy steps. Step 1 was picking exercises to work on. I decided on the Tafnel-Gobert 17 Big Daily Exercises, number 3 and number 10. Number 3 goes through the entire range of the flute on every single scale in every single key, and it has a lot of repetition involved, so I figured it'd be a good one to really help me conquer the problem. And then number 10, same thing, goes through all the different arpeggios, through the range of the flute, through all the different keys. Step 2 was picking a tempo. I wanted a tempo where I could play all of the exercise with ease, with no mistakes and no finger tension. So for me personally, that was quarter note equals 40 at that time. It seems really slow, but that was the only way that I can ensure that I wasn't adding any tension in when I was practicing. Step 3 was getting really clear on what I wanted to focus on with these exercises so that I wasn't just practicing mindlessly. For me personally at the time, I wanted to keep my fingers really close to the keys because I had a bad habit of getting them really far the faster I went. So basically, in between notes, when they weren't in use, they would be touching the keys. The other focus that I chose was keeping a really steady airstream. I was struggling with some embouchure tension at the time as well, and realized that if I just got into the habit of supporting through my technique really well, that would aid me in getting the tension out of my fingers. Now, step 4 was managing my time while working on these exercises. I made sure I had no deadline. I had a clear goal of getting all my technique back up to tempo, but without a deadline looming, I was able to just go at my own pace. Since I spent about an hour or so every day practicing just sound and technical exercises, I allotted about 10 minutes for each exercise, Tafnel-Gobert number 3 and number 10 minutes each. What I would do is throw my metronome on at 40, start from the beginning on the first day, and work my way through for about 10 minutes, making sure I had no tension and a lot of steady air. Wherever I ended up at that 10-minute mark, I'd make a little marking in my music, and I would pick up there the next day and do the same thing for about 10 minutes. Same thing applied to number 10. I made sure that I got through the entirety of both exercises at that really slow tempo, knowing I could do it with no tension, no mistakes, and a good steady airstream. Once I accomplished that, I started all over again, about 5 or 10 clicks faster than when I started. So probably it was about 45 or 50 for the quarter note. Then I would do the whole thing again for 10 minutes each, every single day. It took me about 3 months to get through this process, never practicing more than 20 minutes a day on these exercises, but I brought them back up to their full tempo, about quarter note equals 150, 160, something like that at the time. The results have been miraculous, so it felt like a long time working on this really slowly for 3 months, but I've never had to do it again, and it's lasted for 20 years. The sound improvement that came from really keeping that steady airstream through my technique has also lasted and served me really well. So I highly recommend that you follow these 4 simple steps to get rid of the tension in your fingers and make some permanent improvement to your technique.